hello. Oh, my screen is dirty. My screen is so dirty. Let's see if I can make this a little better. I don't know why my screen is so dirty. Okay, that's better. Hello, hello. Let's see. Let me turn this off and that off. Sorry, y'all, trying to get this set up together. I haven't been live in so long. I'm trying to get my little setup together and my light is off. Let me figure out if I can turn my light on. I don't have a, let me go get a box so I can turn my light on. My screen is not on the way I want it. How's everybody today? Hello, hello. How is everybody today? I am trying to find a charger for my screen. Here we go. Just found one. I feel like I haven't been on live in so long. Yes, we are going to do some hair today. Amen. Yes, we are going to do some hair today. I did my hair, but I just need to spruce it up a little bit. So yes, this is going to be a hair video, but we are going to start we are going to start with fixing up this hair because I have not been on live. I have not been doing anything. Hello, hello. I have not been doing anything because I have been sick as a dog. I've been sick as a dog. My baby got me sick. First she got sick and then she got me sick. And it's fine because something is going around anyway. And everybody has had like a touch of something in our house. And if you guys don't know, there are 7 of us in this house. Me, my husband, and our 5 children. So it has been a lot. But I'm finally feeling better. And the worst part about getting sick was I had just finished doing my hair because I wanted to, and I wanted to do the ending of my video. So I told myself when I finished my hair, oh, this is it coming on? Why is this not coming on? Let's see. Okay, of course this isn't coming on. Oh, yeah. Is something wrong? Let's see, is something wrong with my light? My light isn't coming on. I don't know why. Amen. Yeah, I am feeling better. Thank you, Lord. I am feeling so much better. I had come down with the flu, you guys. And when I tell you, I don't wish that on nobody. I'm still a little under the weather, but I feel so much better than before. I'm going to try to plug this light up over here and see if maybe it's just this light that's acting up. Okay. Yeah, this one is working. I just want to make sure we have enough light so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oops. So yeah, this is day one of feeling so much better. But again, like I was saying, I did my hair and I said, okay, I'm done with that task. I'm gonna go to bed tomorrow, get up, do my makeup, do my you know, finishing touches on my hair and record the end of the video. The next day I get up, I'm sick as a dog, you guys. And you know, I like to record my videos when my hair is like freshly done, just finished, so everything looks nice and clean for you guys in the video, so you can get a sense of like what the hair is gonna look like as soon as you finish it. Get sick, here we are, like 7 days later, and now I have to show the hair, and it's just not like super fresh, you know? And it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm still going to record the video and everything, but I just like for my videos to be perfect. I'm really like a perfectionist, and I like for my videos to be perfect, but you know what? I think it'll be fine. If I show you guys the hair after 7 days, or if I showed you guys the hair on day one, it's still the same hair. And so, you know, I'm just gonna push through and just share the hair because I do like how it turned out. Um, if I was to do it again, I have some pointers, but I always have thoughts of if I was to do it again, what I would do differently. And so, it's fine. I'm still gonna show it. I did have thoughts in my mind of like, well, I could take it out and then just redo it again, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to show the hair the way it is and let that, you know, let that be it. But anyway, I still think the hair does look good. It's just 7 days old because I've been sick, but by the grace of God, I'm feeling so much better. Am I a Virgo? No, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. All right, so I'm going to put some toner on my skin. This is the Fenty toner. I'm just going to put some on my skin because we're going to do a little bit of makeup today. And I just want to prep my skin a little bit. Hello, hello. Hi, Phoenix Rainwalker. Yeah, I'm a Leo. I was born July 27th. I'm a July Leo. Oddly enough, I saw a post on social media and it was like, Leos don't like July Leos. And that was the first I ever heard that. I was like, I never heard that before. I thought like Leos, we're cool. We like everybody, but I didn't know Leos don't like July Leos. Because you know, most Leos are August. The majority of Leos are August. But there's like 4 days of Leos that are July. Or what? 6 days of Leos that are, I think Leos start on like the 23rd or something. I don't know. I never heard that either. But I saw a post on social media and they were like, is that those July Leos? They give us a bad name. Those July Leos, they're the ones that are like that. And I'm like, I didn't know that. But guess so. So I use the Fenty toner and the Fenty moisturizer. I've been using these for years. I have the travel size. I have the full size. I just love them. It's really good for mature skin. Now, my daughter tried to use it. She's a teen, and it did not work well for her. So I don't recommend it for like young skin. But for mature skin, I think it works really well. I'm going to turn my little small flat irons on. I'm going to use this for my edges. Now, I am going to be trying a different edge control today. It's actually a braiding gel that I started using for my, braid clients. I do take clients now. I don't know if you all are aware of that. For years, I did not take clients, but I recently started taking clients like 2 months ago. So if you are in the DC area and you want a braid style, you can absolutely book me. So just send me a message either here or on Instagram, TikTok, or don't do Facebook. I never check Facebook. Hello, hello. Hi, Char. How are you? Um, yeah, I never check that, but you can email me. You can send me a message on any of my social medias except for Facebook, and you can get your hair done if you would like. I do natural styles. I also do quick weaves because people love my quick weaves, but I love doing braided styles. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, absolutely. Hit me up if you'd like a braid style or a natural style. My main thing is babies and kids. I do babies and kids styles. I do beads and I do little boys, whatever styles you want. And but I also do adults. A lot of times the moms will bring the kids, and then next thing you know, they're booking me for like crochets or braids or something like that. So this is a product that I started trying out. So I'm gonna try it out on myself today. Um, I haven't had any complaints from clients, but we shall see how it goes on myself. I haven't tried it as yet. So I'm just going to straighten out my hair, my baby hairs, I should say. Yeah, you know what happened? I needed to get some edge control, and I was in the CVS randomly. And I was like, ooh, let me just get an edge control from out of here. And this is the one that they had. And I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Tried it. And it's very gentle. It's very, very gentle. And that's what I like, especially for babies, because I don't really like using edge control on babies. So this is more of a braid gel than an edge control. Um, so I like that because edge controls, I feel like, are too hard and too dry for babies. It dries them out so bad. Um, so yeah, I try not to do that for the babies. But a lot of parents do want edge control because it makes the braids last longer. Oh yeah, people bought it a lot when you worked retail. Okay. I can see that because again, it's very soft. It's very gentle. And a lot of times in edge controls you don't find something particularly soft. A lot of edge controls are pretty hard. So I do like that about it. But again, I haven't used it that much. So we'll give it a try today. All right. Let's start. You know what? I'm going to push this back just a little bit. We're going to have to repair some of the twist as well because I have not been feeling good, like I said. So I wasn't wrapping my hair the way I need to. I wasn't doing any of the stuff that I need to be doing for my hair because that was the least of my worries, honey. I was just trying to survive. I was just trying to live, let alone wrapping up my hair. All right, so we're gonna grab this edge brush. And I'm going to go ahead and lay this down before I even do my makeup. Because once I do my makeup, I just want to be able to record and be done. Because I really do have other styles I need to get to that I haven't been able to get to. So once I record this, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this hair out. Okay. Now, I'm not going to use edge control down the whole length of the hair. I'm just going to kind of use it at the top. Okay. And then use it here. You know, I don't keep my styles in that long. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunately. I am a hair influencer. I guess a hair content creator, I should say. And I have styles like that I have to get to contractually. I have styles that I have to complete. And I am on a timeline with the content that I create. I'm not just able to just freely do what I want when I want. Um, when I commit to a timeline, I kind of have to stick to it. And I'm already behind because I was ill. So, of course, companies are understanding when you get sick, but at the same time, they need their content because they're on a timeline as well. So, you know, on the one hand, um, it's okay. I was sick. I couldn't get the videos out, but at the same time, now I really do have to, you know, switch to the next style. So typically, I keep my styles in for about 3 days, 4 days, um, typically. Unless it's a style I really like and there's like a lull in my schedule, or I know that I have something to do, like if I'm traveling, um, or I have like a wedding to attend or something like that. If I know that there's something going on and I need my hair a certain way for it, I'll plan for that. And that style will probably, like if I'm going on a trip, that style will last me for that trip and I'll plan ahead for that. Um, but if it's nothing like that going on and it's just a regular work week for me, I'll probably do 2 to 3 styles each week. Especially if they're wigs. Wigs are much more flexible. This hair is a lot longer than I typically like to work with on my edges, but E&O is what it is. Oh, let me put a little more here. Okay. You know what? I did this side going back, but this side I did coming forward, so I'm going to switch. And do this side coming forward. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. You bought an edge brush? Oh, cool. Yeah, just get creative, you know? Just think about it and go with the flow. Don't take it too seriously. Just kind of go with the flow. I'm going to have this one go forward because I had the other ones go forward. So you kind of want it to be a little uniform. Not uniform, but at least the same vibe. So if this side is going forward, you probably want this side to go forward as well. Now, the important thing about the edge brush is to use the comb side more. The brush side is not really going to do it for you. It's going to be the comb side. You can use the brush, but the comb is really where it's at. Because like the brush is going to more do like that smooth down look. Whoops. But the comb is going to give you more of that like direction. And then always use your finger to kind of hold what you're doing. You can, but I stopped doing that. I used to dig my brush into the gel, but I find that it wastes a lot of gel and you can't be precise with where you put the gel. I used to do that. I used to just scoop it out. But I don't do that anymore. You can do that, but I don't anymore. You waste a lot of product, and edge control has gotten so expensive now. I wouldn't suggest it. Plus, I don't like to cake too much product on my edges anymore. I like to be a little more precise. A lot of these teenage girls wondering why their forehead breaking out so bad. It's all that edge control they using caked up on that brush. And it's old. You're not washing the brush. You're not cleaning it. You're using it for 3 weeks straight without running some clear, clean water on it. And then wondering why your face is breaking out. Because you're using a dirty edge brush with way too much caked up product on it every day on your skin, clogging your pores up. And then I kind of like to add a swoop if my swoop kind of goes away. I just kind of try to shape it back. It's just a lot of shaping. Now this is intricate. You don't have to do all this. But when I'm filming, I like to, because it's extra, you know. I like to be a little extra when I'm filming. Because I'm gonna film my video after this. So I like to be a little over the top. And the way you get this nice little curl, you use your flat irons first. With 5, yes, don't you? I have 5 as well, so I know exactly what you mean. I have 5. So I get it. We have 3 boys and 2 girls, and you would think that with having more boys, you go through less product, but wrong. Because all the boys have hair now. They all want hair. So all the boys have hair, and each of them has a different style. So the eldest boy has a curly fro that he likes to wear curly, and he uses his moisturizer every morning. He uses a water bottle. He does, you know, his thing every morning. So he goes through a whole bottle of moisturizer by himself, like every month. He's in high school, obviously. And then our middle boy, he has micro locks. He has the really small, really curly locks. And so he has a different hair regimen that I basically deal with. And then our little baby has braids, cornrows. So, and of course the girls have hair. Of course I have hair. So we go through a lot of product up in here. A lot of product. So I get it. Only person that doesn't have hair is Dad. No hair at all. All right. And there you have it. Done. Now, I'm going to put my little headband on and get started with my makeup. Don't sleep in your wigs. That's my #1 tip. For me, any hair care regimen, any protective style that I can't reach my hair, moisturize it, touch it, wash it, feel it, is something that I need to rethink. So braids, I can wash my hair in this. It can still be washed. It can still be moisturized. I can still touch my scalp. I can still do everything I need to do to my own hair. So for me, that's a protective style. Wigs are a protective style for me because I do not sleep in them. I do not wear them longer than 6 hours, 8 hours. I take them off soon as I get home. I take care of my braids under my wigs. I moisturize them, spray my scalp, condition my skin, my scalp. So for me, I do not sleep in wigs. Never have, never will. Yeah, which leads me to the next point. All of that lace, glue, and all of that stuff, just be very careful with that. you know, be extremely careful with that. I prefer adhesives, hairspray, sprays, you know, lighter adhesives that last for a day. Be careful how you remove adhesives. There's so many things that go into wigs that in and of itself, the wig is not the problem. It's all the other stuff. Yeah. Well, you know, I keep a simple formula for my boys, for their braids. For my boys' braids, um, I just make sure that their braids are, oops, that their braids are more angular rather than circular. And I find that when I do that, their braids look more masculine immediately, naturally, because the lines are more angular. When you start getting too swoopy doopy whoopy loopy, starts getting into like hearts, and you know, I try to steer clear of that with my boys. So I keep their braids either crisscrosses, triangles. I keep my boys' braids very angular, so it almost looks like a puzzle. Whereas my girls, their braids, they'll have hearts, they'll have, you know, swoops to the side, bangs to the side, braids coming down. You know, my boys, their braids are going to the back always. And I know it's a style to have a part and have the boys' braids coming straight down towards their ears. I've never been a proponent of boys' braids coming to their ears. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. You will never catch me braids my son's hair like that. You just, I don't, oof, I don't like it for little boys. I know it's a thing though, and people go crazy for it. They want their boys' braids coming down over their ears. Ugh, never. Never. I hate it. But yeah, I know that's the thing. That is very much a style. But yeah, no. Yes, so if the adhesive glue sprays are the issue, then what I would do is I would find something else. If you feel like you want to use the tape, or find a better adhesive remover. Okay, so instead of just pulling it off, find a better remover. Maybe you need a better adhesive remover. I don't know which one you're using, or if you're using one at all, or if you're just using water. I'm not sure what you're using, but you may need to find a better adhesive remover, so that when you're taking your wigs off, you're not damaging your hairline. Because our hairline is like our most vulnerable area. You know, it's our most vulnerable area. Some people are blessed to have a really thick, full hairline. And most of the time, it's because the texture of hair that they have. It's because of the texture of hair that they have. They have a very thick, full texture of hair. So their hairline is thick and full, but a lot of people do not. So you want to protect that. You want to protect that. Or maybe you wear your wigs glueless, you know? And if you have a fuller hairline on the side, just use the adhesive there. And don't use any through here if this is where your hairline is more vulnerable. You don't need adhesive along the entire hairline to hold your wig down. You really only need to hold your wig down here. And you can use bobby pins for that, to be real. Like, let's keep it funky. Before we were doing all of this crazy stuff with wigs, put your wig on, put a bobby pin underneath that braid at the corner, put your glasses on. Your wig is not go. Let's be real, your wig is not going anywhere. If you have a band around your head, around the wig on the inside, you have that band around your hair, you have a comb in the back, and you have a comb pushed in at the top, and you have bobby pins holding your wig on the side, is your wig going anywhere? No. Like, we're getting brainwashed a little bit into damaging our own hair for things that we don't need to do. Lace wigs used to be for actresses, supermodels, people who needed to change their hair for work, like for real reasons. These people, or lace fronts were for prosthetics for people who had alopecia and had zero hair at all. That's what these were prosthetics for the movies. And these techniques have been brought down into mainstream. But the average person does not need a prosthetic lace front on their head to go to work. You just don't. Like, it might look nice, but most of the time, people doing their wigs at home, you're not using the right techniques anyway. So does it look better than just using a bobby pin? Like, these are things we have to start thinking about. Like, if we're putting on our wig at home, are we using Hollywood techniques that makes our wigs look like it's growing out of our scalp? Or does it make it look like we're amateurs trying to do the best we can with techniques that we don't know how to employ? So if these wigs are as high quality as they are, which they are, we don't need to be doing all this. We can really just calm down, put the wig on our head, and use some bobby pins and go to work. Or if we don't want to be bothered with lace because our hairline is being pulled out, flip the lace back, put a headband on your head to cover the lace, and go to work. Like, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to be Hollywood hairstylists for our 9 to 5. Like, it's cool. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, so, you know, all food for thought, things to think about. But I know I've calmed down a lot with my wigs because it was consuming me. Like, it was consuming me to a point of, like, I'm spending an hour putting on a wig that I'm only going to wear for a day. So for me, I do it for fun when I want to, but for the most part, the wigs that I wear either have a bang so I don't have to worry about any lace, or the lace that is there, I'm wearing a headband, or I'm just using a bobby pin. I'm not going through all the motions in the morning when I'm fooling with a wig. And I'm grateful now. It's summertime. We about to be wearing our natural styles, our crochets, our braids, our twists. Clock it. Wig's gonna take a back seat for a minute. So let's get started with our makeup. Let's get started with our makeup. I don't know what makeup I want to do today. I think I just want to keep it simple. Keep it simple. There you go. Yep. Combs still work. Still a good option. You know, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm still getting myself together. I have not been feeling well, but I was determined to get my butt up out of the bed today. I said, I am not going to be in that bed again. I'm done. Right. Exactly. When will we ever learn, right? Like, did we learn now? Did we figure it out? All right, so we're going to use our e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Yeah. I have big chopped so many times for just being reckless with my hair. And thank God, you know, my hair grows back. Not everybody is so blessed. So if you can big chop and your hair grows back, honey, you are blessed. Learn. Learn from this and stop being stupid. Stop being silly. Appreciate that hair. And even if it's short, like my hair, I keep my hair short because, again, I'm a hair influencer. I have to be able to change my hair quickly and often. So for me to be able to do that, my hair has to be short. I keep my hair in a pixie. Well, not a pixie because you can't do braids with a pixie. So more like a short bob. But that's easiest for me because I have to change my hair a lot. Um, and so, yeah, that's what I choose to do. But even if it's short, even if it's long, take care of the hair you have, the hair that God has blessed you with. Because trust and believe, it is your crown. And when you lose it, you be sad. You be just as sad. Even when you know it's your fault. Okay, so we are going to use a light cream today. The one we're using is the lip bars, just a tint. This is a skin tint. This is not a foundation. It's just a skin tint. It's just enough to give you very light coverage. Like, you can still see my moles through it. You can still see my skin through it. I like to use this on days where I like how my skin looks, you know? I'm not trying to cover my skin. I'm just trying to smooth it. So for the ladies that have like freckles that they want to show through or things like that, a skin tint is a good option because it's not going to really super hard down cover your skin. And some days you want to wear foundation, but you don't want to blank slate your skin, you know. I've big chopped so many times. I love doing it. Okay, see, you're a hair girly, I can tell. Only hair girlies say stuff like that. Like, oh, it's no big deal. I just be chopping my hair off. You're definitely a hair girly. All right, so we're gonna use two different concealers today. This one is from the Lip Bar. This one is in shade Caramel. I don't know why this skin tint looks really dark today. Did I use the wrong shade? I feel like I just used my daughter's shade. I don't know why this feels really dark today. Or did I get pale when I was sick? Maybe I got pale when I was sick. This looks really dark. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna oxidize and yeah, my daughter is a couple shades deeper than me, so I don't know if that's her. We're not gonna get too crazy today with too much makeup. I don't want to go too crazy with makeup today. This is my favorite. This is my Makeup Revolution in medium yellow. Yeah, concealer will definitely fix it, right? Yeah, I'm like, did I get pale? That's crazy. Because this is like, this is definitely my shade. I just looked at it. It says honey. And so I'm like, did I get pale? I haven't really been eating that much. And typically I eat pretty well. I cook, I do meal prep and all type of stuff like that. We don't really eat out. We don't really, but when I was sick, we were doing that. And because I couldn't cook, obviously. So the kids were eating all type of junk. They had more McDonald's in the last 7 days than they've had in a year. You know, when you out of commission, you start to realize the routines that you have in place. You realize them when they're like broken. And so I was just like, oh my God, these kids are eating fast food again. One day I end up just getting up cooking because I was just so tired of seeing my family eating fast food. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Because you're like dehydrated. I wasn't really drinking a lot. My throat was hurting me so bad. I wasn't really eating. I probably lost weight. But yeah, I'm like, did I get pale? That's crazy. Because you're not like taking in vitamins and you're not in the sun. Like my blinds were, my curtains were drawn. Like I wasn't going outside. It's crazy. It makes you really, really sad for people who are ill. And it just makes you realize how grateful you have to be for your health, because that was just a week for me. But for some people, that's their reality. Like, it's not a week. You know, they're laid up. And that's horrible. It's just miserable to be in pain, to be sick, to be stuck in, isolated from people. It's horrible. You have to be grateful for your health. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this out. Okay, now it's getting a little more bright. Concealer always fixes that. Love me a good old concealer. Bring that brightness back in. I might add a little bit more. And just add a little bit more with a really light hand. Blend. You know, sometimes the sponge can take away more than it applies, so you want to use a really light hand with the sponge sometimes. Sometimes it'll do the opposite effect of what you're looking for. Okay. All right, now let's get our powder. Oh, here, I'm like, where's my powder brush? Here we go. Now, the powder that I love and always use is my Fenty Beauty. This one is in banana. And before we use that, let's smooth just a little bit. Somebody's using my brush, my buffer. Let's just smooth a little bit. And we will soften up those edges. Buff everything out a little bit. All right, cool. And let's use a little bit of this powder. This is my favorite. Now, I also like the Fit Me powder. It's really, really good. Drugstore powders, I think Fit Me, probably the best. Name brand, I used to love Makeup Revolution. That's also drugstore. I don't think they make it anymore. Now I love the Fenty. But yeah, the Fit Me powder is also amazing. And we're gonna set everywhere we put the concealer. And then I'm gonna use my contour and then add a little bronzer on top. And this is a pretty fast face. I'm not gonna do too much more. Obviously, I'll do my eyebrows and maybe some lashes today. Maybe we'll do some lashes today. But I'm not gonna do too much. Now what I am gonna do is my brows. I always just use a brown shape. I always just use a brown shade for my eyebrows. It's just an eyeshadow. Nothing special. I don't like my eyebrows to be too strong. I used to do my eyebrows really strong. But now, I like them just soft. Where you could still see the hairs. And it's not too perfect. I used to get my eyebrows waxed all the time when I was younger. And I started seeing my eyebrows getting so thin. And I was like, bro, if I keep doing this, I'm not going to have any eyebrows. So I stopped. Like cold turkey, I just stopped. And I was like, I know this is a thing, but it's not a thing for me anymore. Because the poor little 6 strands of eyebrows I have gonna be gone if I keep playing. Yeah, me neither, to be real. I haven't mastered this new way that I do my eyebrows, but I just know I can't do them I can't get them waxed anymore. And I don't like them harsh like I used to do them. So I still have to find the right technique for this new way that I like my eyebrows, which is just like softer. I don't know how else to put it, but I'm gonna have to find a way to perfect that. So we're gonna use a cream bronzer. Hey, 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 what's up, MBL? Right. Now, I do wear lashes, but not as faithfully as I used to. Before, it was like my makeup look wasn't complete without lashes. But sometimes now I just be like, I'll just do a little bit of, mascara and just leave it at that. So we're just going to blend all this in. Of course, we messing up our baby hairs, but we will fix it once we blend everything. Yeah, so for me, I think what I do want to introduce is like a pencil for the hairs, but I just don't want my eyebrows to go back to like that sharp way I used to do them, um, which was fine, but I just think I've outgrown it. I'm 40 now, so I do not need fierce, like I don't, my makeup, I used to want it to be like fierce, you know? I wanted it to be striking. Now, the older I get, I want my makeup to be like gentle and more feminine, um, and less about technique. I remember when I used to do makeup back in the day, it was more to show off, like, I know how to do makeup, okay? You're gonna look at my face and know I know what I'm doing. And every single aspect of my face is going to show you I know how to do makeup. You know, and so for me, it was more like pretentious. Like, yes, honey, I can do a cut crease, gold, and glitter, and da 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 da, because I know how to do that. But now it's more like, yeah, I know how to do it, but is it adding anything to my face? Doing a cut crease, is it adding anything to my features? Or is it just me showing off? And majority of the time, the answer to that was just showing off. So it was like, I will do it now if I feel like it really helps the look. But if it doesn't, I'm cool. So I always add a little bit of contour to my nose here and my under eye, brow bone. It just adds more depth to my eye and elongates my nose, makes it a little more narrow. It just draws the focal point in a little more. I should be using a smaller brush. Do as I say, not as I do. I should be using a brush more like this, but I'm being lazy. But the tool you use does determine the outcome, so don't be lazy like me. It'll come out better if you use a smaller brush. Okay? And take your time with your makeup, especially if you're a beginner. Take your time. I be flying through this because I've done this same look a million times. But take your time. Now go back and dust away that Fenty powder. Get all that extra dust out of there. All the areas where you placed it, just dust it off. Cut crease is definitely extra. But I'm telling you, there was a time where your makeup was not done unless you had that cut crease, baby. Like, do you even know how to do makeup if you don't have a cut crease? Do you even know what you're doing? Like, every prom look, every makeup look. Okay. Now, let us, whoops, we are going to set our contour. We're going to use this bronzer here. It's a nice warm shade. It has some berry and pinky undertones to the brown. I love this because it adds warmth back to the skin, dimension, and I love me a good, you know, bronze moment. So let's pick up a little bit of this. Add a little bit of color back. Contour is great, but it is a little more flat. So you want to add something with some warmth and some depth to add that shape back to the face and warm it up. You want to cut this area a little bit. We're not getting any younger. We need all the help we can get. All right. Let's blend everything together. Use a large kabuki brush. These brushes are from Shayna B and BK Beauty. We'll just blend everything so we don't have any harsh lines. Make everything melt into one. Okay, and now we need blush. Now the blush we're going to use today is from NYX. This is the Butter Blush. Yeah, I've always been dramatic. This is the first time in my life that I haven't been dramatic. This season of my life is the most undramatic season I have ever been in. And for me, that's saying something because, baby, I've always been go big or go bigger. People say less is more, honey. No, more is more. That's always been my motto. But I was a theater kid. I love to be on stage. I was a performer my whole life. Love to be in that spotlight. Very animated, big personality. Never minded being the main event, the main attraction. So yeah, this is the most low-key I have ever been in my entire life. But something to be said for chilling out. I love this. This gives a nice sheen to the skin. And you'll see what I mean. This is by Pixie. It's called their Blush on the Go. More is more with hair, right? Definitely do that with hair too. So I love this blush because it really has like that sheen to it that makes the skin just look very glowy. And I really like that. So just take your time, blend it out. It comes out really red, but it blends out pretty good. And of course, since we're wearing a red dress, we have the red blush. Of course, we're gonna go in with a red, say it with me, lip. Red lip. Because I love me a good old nasty red lip. All right, let's see. All right, so we're gonna grab I can't believe it. I'm starting to feel hungry. I can tell I'm feeling better because I haven't really been hungry like that. All right, we're gonna grab fudge. But like my stomach is really feeling hungry, which I'm happy about. Can tell I'm on the mend. Now, where's my red lipstick? I don't see it. Right about now, I'd be accusing my daughter of taking it, but I've done that so many times and it hasn't been her any of the times. So I'm not going to accuse my child. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm like, I probably misplaced it. And can't find it. But just for good measure, I'm going to look through her makeup bag. doesn't wear red lipstick anyway. I don't know why I would be looking in there. She don't wear red lipstick. She's, you know, them they don't want to wear no red lip. Them. Okay, so you know what? That's fine. I guess we'll wear the lip bar. Now the lip bar has so many different red lips. They have Hot Mama, Rich Auntie. All right, let's just do Rich Auntie. Actually, I think Rich Auntie is not the one I want. I think I do want Hot Mama because Hot Mama is a little more red, I think. Let's try this one by the lip bar. Yeah, this is the one I want. Rich Auntie, I think, has like a cool undertone, which is going to more towards like blue or purple. This one is more warm. It has more of a true red base. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the interior of my lips, and then I'm going to use my liner for the outside. I always like to start with a base, though, before I start putting my liner, so that the liner kind of has something to glide over. All right. So this is the GLEEmade lipstick in Fudge. I'm going to use this as a liner. This is a liquid lipstick. It is not a liner, but I use it as a liner, because this shade goes perfectly with every color you will ever use in the world as a liner. I have not come across a shade that Fudge does not go well with as a liner. Okay. So now that that's on, right, it's just so good. It's literally just so good. So now that that's on, we'll apply a little bit more to help us blend these two shades together. I love a red lip. It instantly makes your teeth whiter. Instantly. You see that? It's crazy. Blend these two together. To take away that line of demarcation. I think that looks really nice. Very nicely blended. I really like the Lip Bars Hot Mama. It's really nice. It's like a true red, and I like that. Now, let's put some eyeliner on. I need a little mirror to use. Use my Juvia's Place palette. Yeah, brown with a red lip is just perfect. Now, the liner we're going to use is our Epic Ink by NYX. Okay, there's one. And now let's do the other side. Okay. All right, cool. And there you have it. Eyeliner done. Now, I think I'm going to do lashes. Look at how somebody's walking past my window. I think I'm going to do lashes today. I don't know. Should I? Let me put some mascara on first. Put some mascara on and see if I should do lashes. Probably. But I am starting to get a little tired because I'm hungry. So I may end up stopping here and finishing up after I eat some lunch because I'm feeling hungry. And it is 12 o'clock. Yes, it's definitely lunchtime. And I'm happy I'm feeling hungry because I haven't really been that hungry lately. Um, so I'm glad my stomach is like, ooh, time to eat. Y'all don't mind our puppy. He knows it's time to get walked. He's been chewing up pencils and paper, so he had to have a timeout. He gotta get himself together. I'm like, he keep eating these daggone pencils, he's gonna get sick. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, he's whimpering, whining, whimpering from daggone chewing pencils. He had to go to his house. But he'll be fine. All right, what do we think? I think it looks cute. It'll definitely do for a YouTube video to show off this hair. Let me pull the hair down so you guys can see it. Yeah, it's cute, it's cute, it's cute. I like it. And then I'm gonna refresh the curls. Oops, one curl is on the wrong side. I'm gonna refresh the curls, get them all nice and popping. This is cute, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. And then show a couple different ways to wear it. Of course, I love me a half up, half down moment. That's cute. Very cute. All right, sis. Thanks for coming in. Bye, sweetie. Cute. I think I'm going to put some lashes on later. But yeah, it's time for lunch, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye, guys. Thank you. See y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Stay healthy. Take your vitamins. Please do not catch this flu that's going around. Honey, it caught me, so don't let it get you. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oop. I think my mascara right here is a little too thick. So yeah.